CBS 2 has learned Alderman Carrie Austin's son was recently suspended from the city job she got for him.
Does that sound familiar? Well, it's because it's the second time he's been suspended in the past 13 months. This time, the incident was all caught on camera, and CBS 2's Tim McNicholas has the exclusive video.
Don't tell me about the other neighborhoods.
This is Kenneth Austin, superintendent of the 34th Ward. The south side neighborhoods of Roseland, West Pullman, and Morgan Park depend on him for city services. From trash cleanup to street sweeping, he's supposed to deliver.
Okay, so I have to rectify that job.
He's not supposed to argue with residents unhappy with the city services their tax dollars pay for.
If you don't like it here, move to the other neighborhood.
But this Ring doorbell video shows him doing just that.
When you have a complaint, then you tell me about what they're getting in the other neighborhood. Yes, move to the other neighborhood.
We filed a public records request to get this video, which was recorded in February. That's also how we uncovered a disciplinary report about the incident. It described Austin's comments as disparaging, inappropriate, stereotyping.
We got people that do better in white folk neighborhood than they come in their own neighborhood, just like the garbage men. They go to white folk neighborhood, they pick up and run to get pieces of paper. But they look like this when they get in their own damn neighborhood. When you said, well, if you go in the Beverly neighborhood, see, yes, the Beverly neighborhood is the white folk, and all white folk for street and sanitation stay in the Beverly neighborhood. Anybody tell me that? Yes. I said, well, you move over there.
Kenneth's mom, Carrie Austin, is currently Chicago's second longest-serving alderman. Former chair of the city's powerful budget committee. Yes, that's the same Carrie Austin the feds charged with bribery in July. Like other aldermen, she handpicked her ward superintendent.
But I feel you. I feel you like a even with my mother being alderman.
But it wasn't Alderman Austin who wrote up Kenneth. The city considers ward superintendents employees of the Department of Streets and Sanitation. That department suspended Kenneth, citing the video.
See what them white folks give you if you move over there, if they allow you to move over there.
The disciplinary report also docks Austin for failing to return to work for 7 consecutive work days in May. That caught our attention. Austin was suspended for absenteeism last year, too, which CBS 2 first exposed months ago in our quest for answers about heaps of trash in the ward, a problem that frustrated taxpayers almost as much as the lack of results from both Austin and his alderman mom.
We called the alderman's office. There's nothing happening here. This is why we're talking to you.
It seemed like when we called the alderman's office, there wasn't a great deal of ownership with the issue.
Austin's troubles as a city employee actually date back years. Sources tell CBS 2 he resigned from his streets and sanitation laborer job back in 2015 after he got in a crash in his city vehicle and had another employee cover for him because his license was suspended. Just a year later, his mom brought him on as her assistant before moving him to ward superintendent in 2017, where he now earns $91,000 taxpayer dollars per year.
And it just shows the risk of hiring family members.
David Greising is a watchdog with the Better Government Association.
It's impossible to be objective when you have somebody whom you're related to working for you. Their performance reviews, firing decisions, other accountability measures are tough to enforce when that person is your kin.
But I tell them to do a better job. I ain't finna argue about that.
Despite his demeanor in that Ring doorbell video, Kenny, I'm Tim McNicholas with Channel 2. Austin was less talkative this week. Kenneth, could you tell me why you took 7 unscheduled days off in May? His suspension is now over, so we tracked him down at dawn as he showed up for work. Why did you tell that woman in February to move to another neighborhood? No answers. So we tried to ask his mom how she's handling the superintendent problems in her ward. Is the alderman in right now?
No, she's not available.
The taxpayers of the 34th Ward have plenty of questions, too. What kind of performance review would you give yourself, Kenneth? We're happy to confirm that on Wednesday, Austin at least showed up for work. In the 34th Ward, where family comes first, Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
The Department of Streets and Sanitation says they do not comment on personnel matters.